Attorney General James Uthmire is now launching a civil investigation into the popular app Discord.
So most of the data sources behind these facial recognition and tracking systems usually keys to either your email address, your phone number, your home address, usually coupled with your last name.
We've seen a trend occur. A lot of these predators will prey upon kids using Instagram, using Roblox, using Snapchat, and then suddenly they want to take it to Discord.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I have something intriguing to talk about today. So, if you're on Discord, which, let's be real, most of us are, something big just happened that could change how we use the internet forever. In early 2026, Discord announced a massive shift from its normal state of business practices. Its shift is nicknamed Teen by Default, setting to be rolled out globally. We're talking about, of course, age verification being required for full access of certain features and content. Though, after years of hearing rumors of this new technical approach, once it was officially announced, there was massive backlash that forced Discord to delay the full global launch to the second half of this year. But make no mistake, this is coming in 3 months. So they say that this is protecting teens and children, but critics, including privacy advocates like the EFF, are calling it a voluntary push towards mandatory age checks that could spell the beginning of the end of true online anonymity. Today we're going to be diving deep on what exactly Discord is doing, how the verification works, why they delayed it, and most importantly, why this might be one of the biggest catalysts yet for killing pseudonymous internet culture as we know it. Stick around. Hit that like button and subscribe. But now, let's dive in. So, back in February 2026, Discord dropped a press release with several blog posts explaining their new age assurance system. The core idea is that all accounts, once created, start with a teen-appropriate default setting. The setting will immediately force stricter content filters, blurred sensitive media, limits on DMs from strangers, friend request restrictions, and no access to age-restricted servers or channels. Now, on the surface, this sounds understandable, but wait, there's more. To unlock a full adult experience, users can't just click an option off, like turning off filters. No, in order to join certain servers or DMs, or even just to even tweak with the safety setting, you need to be confirmed as an adult. Yes, I know it sounds frustrating, but here's the key part most people miss at first glance. It's not mandatory for everyone. Yes, I'm pretty sure I just confused you even more. I'm sure you're telling me, but Detective Raincoat, you just told me it's mandatory once I create an account. You're right. If you listen to what I said, you will need to deal with age verification off the get-go if you created a new account after the shift. Because Discord claims 90% of the users will never have to do anything. They will actually be using an internal age inference system. Basically what that means is AI is guessing your age based on your account age, payment methods on file, server types you're affiliated with, activity patterns, and other signals. And most importantly, they say it doesn't read your messages or read your content. But if the system can't identify you as 18 plus and you were an account holder before the shift, they will actually restrict you and force you to verify if they can't identify you as 18 or older. But I'm sure if you're watching my channel, you may be already thinking, if they're already scanning my information, why not the stuff I post? And I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for this. We won't know until something happens, and we just, in quotation marks, need to trust Discord on their statement. The ways Discord will request age verification is by the following. 1. Facial age estimation. This will be essentially a video selfie, and supposedly they claim that it will stay on your device and never leave your phone. What it does, it takes the pixelated pixels of your face and checks the lighting, wrinkles, any kind of aging or youthfulness, and will verify if you are 18 and older. The second way would be uploading a government ID, or a glorified selfie, and it's handled by a third-party vendor like KID, and previously they used Persona, but they dropped them due to some kind of backlash. And they promise existing users that they'll only be receiving a yes or no question if they're an adult or they're not. And there will be no identification check tied to your Discord if you're already an existing user, like I explained before. And supposedly, if you had to identify yourself, you'll be able to upload your info, but it will be deleted immediately after being verified. And so, I'm pretty sure though, the question that you're asking is what happens if you refuse to identify? Well, you'll be tossed into the bog of eternal stench.
Oh my god! Ah, what is it?
The bog of eternal stench!
Just kidding. Sorry, stupid joke. But you'll be able to keep your account, friends, DMs, servers, everything. But you'll stay locked in teen mode for the foreseeable future until you ultimately prove your age. Okay, so now that we know what Discord was trying to achieve, let's talk about the backlash that occurred that pushed this entire shift to mid-2026. The announcement hit Discord users like a bomb. Users freaked out over the ethics of privacy, and eventually started asking why. Ultimately, they found out it was due to third-party vendors. Early trials for the age verification, they used companies like Persona. By the way, before I go further in any of this entire thing was backed by Peter Thiel's founder fund, and they had massive ties with Palantir. Yeah, that's right, the surveillance giant. So you can imagine what happened. There were data leaks, there were massive concerns about data retention, embeddings that were kept that were supposed to be deleted. The trust was just not there. And the EFF called it a voluntary mandatory age verification and pointed out Discord's recent data breach. This did not help with the public's trust. Major Reddit threads exploded when they heard this. People threatened to leave the platform. Due to this, Discord's CTO backtracked heavily to save Discord from even more backlash, and admitted that they missed the mark or made mistakes. But on February 24th, 2026, they delayed the global rollout from March to the second half of this year. But they're adding more creative options to verify existing customers, like I mentioned before. They're doing the credit card verification, requiring on-device processing for facial checks, publishing vendor transparency docs, and even open sourcing more of their inference methodology. So right now, as of today, it's limited in places like the UK and Australia, due to the stricter laws that they have. But the full thing is still planning to go worldwide in 3 months. Okay, now that we're up to speed, let's get to the real topic. Is this the end of internet anonymity? Discord has always been one of the last major holdouts for pseudonymous culture. You make a username, join some servers, talk trash once in a while in a voice chat, then log off. That's it. No real name, no face, no ID required. That was the magic of old school internet. But age verification changes that calculus. Even if only 10% need to verify, those 10% are often people who are pushing boundaries, like NSFW communities, political dissidents in restrictive countries, whistleblowers, kink groups, mental health spaces for adults who want privacy, and many more. And the scary thing is, once platforms normalize handing over biometric and IDs for safety, it becomes easier to expand. What starts as only for age-restricted content can creep into hell with all, show me what you're doing, or get shadow banned. We've seen it happen all over the place in other sites we've used. By the way, governments love this. Laws in the UK, known as the Online Safety Act, are in effect in Australia, parts of the US, and the EU, which are pushing for age assurance. Companies like Discord say they're meeting obligations, but also going beyond, sometimes volunteering in many different places. So if you're a conspiracy nut like I am, if you can see the chain of effect going on here, they'll first off be doing the following. They're going to be 1, age inferences using your behavior patterns. Then they're going to shift it off to profiling you. Then after that, they'll flag you for what they're looking you for, and it scans for your biometric ID. Then it links to your real identity. Even if you're anonymized, today, data breaches happen. And once this is normalized, why not use it for other things? They could use it towards advertisement. You already see it on Facebook. Have you ever talked about something, and for some odd reason, it shows up on your phone as an ad? Yeah, they're already doing it. Law enforcement requests is also a thing, and the UK is a star child of this. Here's a video of it.
This red van, equipped with cameras, is parked next to a busy pedestrian street. Inside, the sergeant coordinating the operation must remain anonymous for security reasons.
The system, every time it goes and puts a box around somebody's head, it's doing a comparison against the watch list. You've got 16,500 people on the watch list today.
How many people are you able to scan at the same time?
It can do hundreds in a minute. So we've done this at large-scale events such as football fixtures, where you've got the game finishes, so you think you've got a 60,000 seater stadium.
Outside, police officers are equipped with special phones that alert them if a suspect is detected.
You click on the person walking through, then you'll get obviously a better image of them, what they're wearing, etc.
We conducted a test by temporarily entering my face into the database of wanted individuals. As I walk down the street, the system recognizes me within a few seconds. An alert is sent to the police. In just 1 hour, the technology allows them to apprehend 5 people. Some suspects have arrest warrants placed on them, while others are on probation and must justify their presence in the area. According to the London police, this tool allows them to be more efficient.
First time we deployed live facial recognition in Brixton, we arrested 17 people in about 5.5 hours. On average, it takes 1.5 to 2 days to look for and hunt down one wanted individual, on average.
The system has been used in more than 1,500 arrests in London in 2 years. It's regularly deployed on the streets and at large gatherings. At last summer's Notting Hill Carnival, cameras helped apprehend 61 wanted individuals, including this man who had been evading the police for 10 years.
Because you're currently on recall to prison from the 22nd of the 10th, 2015.
Thank you, sir.
The UK is now investing in surveillance cameras across the entire country, but the move is divisive.
Why should I be documented up and down the street? I want to be a sovereign, free human being.
Yeah, uncomfortable. But I understand the reasoning.
If you're doing it on the basis of a facial recognition where you're connecting it with something else, then that's less random, so probably less discriminatory and maybe better.
For now, the use of facial recognition is poorly regulated in the United Kingdom. NGOs are calling for more safeguards and denounce a lack of transparency from the police.
You could have people on these watch lists who potentially could be a witness to a crime or might know somebody who might be wanted. Children as young as 12 have been added to these watch lists. Again, the police have not been able to tell us why.
Now, we need to take a step back. This isn't just a Discord thing. Roblox, Minecraft, and Reddit, they're all testing out and rolling this similar system. It's part of a broader shift. The anonymous internet is dying, being replaced by a verified beast that normally would be very scary back when the internet was starting to be created. But now they're saying it's all about safety. And honestly, we don't know what to expect. But to be fair, Discord isn't lying when they say most users won't notice. If you're a casual gamer on SFW servers, nothing changes. They emphasize teen safety. The main real issue is the accessibility of the app and the internet, which can unfortunately lead to predators grooming and exposing children to adult content. Speaking of which, that's what the next video on this channel will be. It's going over how corn addiction is spiraling gooners into predatory behaviors, but I'm still working on how to make that one YouTube friendly. But if you need an example why so many sites and apps are heading over to age verification, here's a video on the controversies of Roblox that just recently happened.
You shouldn't have to rebuild your life at 13 years old.
So we've agreed not to show her face, and we've dubbed over her voice to try to protect her daughter's privacy. Though she admits, after what she says happened, getting back to a sense of normalcy won't be easy.
I still have these photos that are floating around of her. these videos of her young body. That's not fair to her. She didn't know what she was doing.
Mary Doe is how this mom is named in a lawsuit her family has filed against the online platforms Roblox and Discord. Discord is an online chat site allowing users 13 years old and up. Roblox is a popular gaming platform geared towards kids. Mary Doe's complaint says Roblox wasn't safe for her daughter.
It shouldn't be marketed to children at all. If they can't safeguard the children, then it shouldn't be marketed to them.
Mary says she didn't initially have any concerns when her then 12-year-old signed up for Roblox in 2024. Her 2 other children had used the platforms without any concerns. However, she says her 12-year-old's behavior changed. She even failed 7th grade, and that's when Mary discovered she'd befriended a person on Roblox who claimed to be a 15-year-old girl.
She had an apartment she was trying to get my daughter to in Fullerton. She was not 15, she was an adult. The girl asked her to come over to Discord and start these chat rooms.
The lawsuit alleges explicit messages and images, including of Mary's daughter, were shared on Discord.
Roblox advertises itself as a not only safe, but an educational platform for children. And the overwhelming number of users on Roblox are minors.
Stephen Vanderpoorten, a Chicago attorney, also represents a Riverside County family who says their child met a man on Roblox who then lured and sexually assaulted the child. That man has been sentenced to 15 years in prison. In that case, the family is only suing Roblox.
It's become a haven for predators who know that they can access and chat with children as young as 5 by signing up and accessing these game experiences.
We've reached out to Roblox about these lawsuits. They sent us a statement saying, in part, Roblox aims to build a platform that sets the bar for safety online, and we prioritize the safety of our community. This is why our policies are purposely stricter than those found on many other platforms. We limit chat for younger users, don't allow user-to-user image sharing, and have filters designed to block the sharing of personal information. We also understand no system is perfect, and that is why we are constantly working to further improve our safety tools and platform restrictions to ensure parents can trust us to help keep their children safe online, launching 145 new initiatives this year alone.
So, after watching that video, you can see why companies are using an actual valid excuse for pushing age verification. Though not a popular opinion, it does seem to be needed. But the thing is that the inference is non-invasive. Basically, nothing is reading your messages and reading your content. And verification is optional, but it's only done for restricted content, such as NSFW or anything changing the settings out of teen mode. And vendors do claim privacy first, so anything you use to verify yourself will be quickly deleted after it's been verified. But the thing is, trust is very low, especially after incidences that occurred within Discord. And even during a privacy-preserving age, the checks create infrastructure for more surveillance to be done easier later. And the EFF and others argue any system that gates features behind identity proofing chips away at anonymity. So what now? It's the end of the video, you still don't know what to do or if you're against this change. Well, let me give you some tips. Number 1, if you're worried, stay in age-restricted servers only, aka stay in teen mode forever and you won't have to worry about verification. Number 2, if you're planning to use alt accounts, be careful, because the inference might link them to you and your main account if you're not doing the right thing. Number 3, if privacy is very important to you, support privacy-focused alternatives like Matrix, XMPP, decentralized platforms. And number 4, do you feel like this is crossing the line? Well, then speak up. Feedback delayed this shift once before. If enough people push back, the delay can happen again. But to be honest, we can't stop what's coming. We can only delay it. Okay, look. The bottom line is, Discord's age verification isn't the final nail in anonymity's coffin, but it's the biggest hammer swing we've seen. When the biggest chat app for gamers and communities start requiring proof of adulthood for full access, even optionally, it normalizes the idea that you can't be online without proving who you are. The pseudonymous culture, that internet that we grew up with, it's fading fast, and once it's gone, good luck getting it back. So, what do you think? Overblown privacy panic, or is this a legitimate concern? Drop your thoughts down below. I want to see what you think. If you like this video, please subscribe and turn on those notifications. But as always, my name is Detective Raincoat, and I'll see you in the next one.